Hey everybody, welcome back to the DAO Envelop podcast. I'm still your host, Eugene Crypto MC. We're continuing to explore what's going on in Web3 space and the space of smart NFT and continue to make our team members more familiar to you. And now I'm very proud to have my team member, teammates, and the business development manager of DAO Envelop is Dmitry Demeshko. So Dmitry, welcome to our podcast.
Okay, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you all.
So our goal today is to dive more how the business development process of Envelop looks like in the context of the issue of smart NFT programmables, which we have already discussed in the previous episode of the co-founder Alex Shedagubov. Please rewatch this episode if you haven't done this before. So let's start with your personal story. You didn't have a Web3 background before 2017, if I'm not mistaken. So how did you start in Web3 space from the traditional business, if I'm not mistaken? So tell us a story.
Yes, the classical background is the finance. I'm a classical academic financer with a 20 years experience. But in 2017, I switched to the new trend of the blockchain. It's not about the trading, investment, or manipulation, or ICO, or something like that, but it's all about the technology. Switching to the new trend of the new attitude, people who use the new resources and procedure to their life. So it's something new and was something excited. And I joined the project with idea to develop the decentralized blockchain. So it was all about the different blockchains and the transparency and decentralized idea behind that. That's why I thought it was very interesting for me. It was interesting for me just on the development side, on the new technology. And that I spent more than 2 years on this field, on the development and the delivering the value of decentralized blockchain to the businesses and to the final users.
Well, so you come from traditional business backgrounds. Some of, so let's say, MBA people will be watching us, inevitable, I am absolutely sure. And you do understand how this MBA guy are thinking, because you do understand you come from their realm. So, such a provocative question from our side. Would you suggest people from traditional business, even non-web business, let's say a CEO of some machinery plant, which produces some heavy machinery, pipes for Gazprom, for example, so on and so forth. Would you suggest them to look into so strange and hardly understandable Web3 realm? And if yes, what will be the main reasons for them to do this?
The first step for this very core and brick and mortar people is to get the real MBA. So the MBA is not a target. The MBA is a mean to understand that and to put in the mind to understand that the technology is different, to explore the new opportunities, the new way of doing, the new way of relations, the new way of doing business, the new way of technology. So I guess without understanding and willingness to change itself, to change its mind, there is no way to switch from Web 2 to Web 3 from the traditional people. So if you are not so stack guy on some solid ground, you are easily switched to the new technology using new ideas and to be under our use as like and love something new. But from the traditional people with those traditional values, it's very hard to switch to Web3 without changing an attitude and mind. So it should be first, and it should get an MBA.
Well, so not an easy path awaits for all us who haven't switched yet to Web3, but nonetheless, I'm absolutely firm believer that Web3 as a new way of sitting and making settlement in economics transactions between people, because 8 billion people on the planet Earth, till this moment, they had an opportunity to deal with government cash or bank system. And now, remembering how internet evolved, before internet, we had only post mail offices and paper mailing system. And when email came and billions of people realized that now they had the opportunity to write electronic letters to somebody in any point of planet Earth. And it was absolutely quite easy, quite faster than post offices. But post offices still alive. I have an idea that why they are, because they are government official, government structures. So this analogy absolutely applied to Web3, because Web3 radically disrupts the way how people, billions of people, are and will be interacting by values, economic values. So this is an amazing revolution, and I'm an economist first. When I realized the landscape and the amount of revolution which is going on, I said to me that I need to be the part of this revolution. I need to be inside and to help this revolution come as fast as possible. So what is the most exciting thing for you in Web3? Transaction, revolution, technology, business development skills, and so on and so forth.
For me, the most exciting is the transparency, the absolute transparency, what it is. So when we started to receive the emails, we consider that it's open to everyone, instead of having something tangible in some envelope. But it's the same with the Web3. It's fully transparent. It's visible for everyone. Your action and your not action is not a matter of judgment of someone. It's free, it's open for everyone. And the people, from his behavior, from his business approach, should be used to be transparent. Absolutely, there's no way out. And it's not the Web3 could not do another way, so you could not reject, refuse, or something like this. So you could not do another way. You could not hit something behind. You must do all transparent. It's very hard. It could harm your privacy as a person, or to disclose your competitive advantages. For a while, it's open. It's open from the very beginning. At the same time, there is no barriers. It's a strict to the point, any action. You see results. You have access to all data and do the best analytics on the world. So because there is no intermediate between you and the final results, between you and the best decision on the world. The best. So, but the trade-off, it's your transparency, it's your privacy, because everyone will see your electronic wallet, what has happened inside and outside. It's very important. It's the same like a messenger. You previously, in your example, you wrote closed letters and sealed with a stamp and have the conveyor delivering this message. Now you're writing in the Facebook, open for everyone to read it. Nothing happens with you, but it's happened with your privacy. And we should first leave this open privacy, or you should not do what is considered in price and Web3. It's a big challenge.
We need to say that blockchain realm has absolutely is based on absolutely another philosophy, which is absolutely contradictional with the philosophy of closed permissioned corporates, to which the most of corporate people have been used to. And we need to understand this philosophy before we dive into this realm. But nonetheless, if you join this realm, this philosophy will poke you inevitable. You will understand it. You deal with another philosophy, the philosophy of permissionless, openness, and borderness, and without middlemen. And this is an amazing thing. What business tasks are you personally responsible for in Envelop?
As a business manager, so we are delivering the values. So we are configuring, we explain the value that could bring to the particular business or the final users, and users could find and must find it useful for them and pay for them as the proof that he really needs it and he really accept this value. So it's a good path. It's not changing of the product, it's not changing of the selling process, and to find the right solution for the right people, for the right moment, and to solve the right problem. And do it continuously. It's not one-time shot.
Well, I guess that's all the traditional business development and sales practice, such as lead generation, lead conversion, pipelines, and so on and so forth. All this stuff works in Web3 space too, because behind the technology stay the same people, like they stay in any business. But nonetheless, I need to ask you, how different are perhaps business development practices in Web3 if to compare them with traditional, even non-web business? How would you answer?
The difference is that in Web 2, it's mainly a distribution of the fixed solution for the standard demand. So you should be the best on delivery, you should be the best on price, you should be the best on efficiency, you should be the best on time, and so on and so forth. But here, you are not distributing, you are delivering the new values, absolutely new values that people even don't know yet. And to find inside the people in their current line how they could improve with this solution their life, to get what benefits they will receive and why they should pay. It's very important. So you didn't use any such kind of thing before, but you should use it and you should pay. Something very strange, because it's easy to sell iPhones or Samsung or Honor after the first delivery, after the mass adoption. It's easier, it's a technique, but it's not easy to deliver this first iPhone. I guess it took 10 years from the concept to the first sale. So it's also for us, it's important to deliver the values, to dig in the mind of people, not changing them. But as in the practice, we found out the best cases for implementation from our clients. We are not delivering the boxes and the cases. We delivering the values, explaining the services, potential benefits, but the best cases we have and the people, they invented themselves. And they told us with their feedback, because they will pay for this if they could done this. It's very important for us. So we are always in contact. So it's not the traditional Web 2, because you have a product and you have the client target audience, you have the CRM, and you're distributing. Now you are in the process of constant evaluation on the feedback of the trends, of the ideas of the people, because you are doing for the people. It's early adopters. You should think them, what they're thinking, and what they want to think.
Well, let me elaborate a bit, because it sounds a bit strange for me, because we are dealing in Web3 space where people are educated. We are a sort of B2B. We are, when I say we are, I mean Envelop. Envelop is a sort of B2B analogy, because we deal with company startups who deal with NFTs, and of course they need us to explain them the concept of NFT, the concept of utility. Are you trying to say that even they do not understand that the issue of NFT utility is quite crucial for them? And are you, being a business developer, trying to show them how their utility, which they use in their business concept of these startups, may be modified with Envelop protocol, and the utility of their NFT may be modified, and the NFT may become smarter with Envelop? Are you trying to sell them such a concept? They do not understand that before they contacted to you?
They know what is NFT is.
Of course.
We use this technology.
Thank God they know. Okay.
Yes, that's right. We are talking on the same things. but we in the process of the development of this concept, Web3. That's why we are thinking differently about the potential, about how to use. We found, for example, some device, and we could use it differently for the different results. And I just present our vision of using NFT to get the benefits. And I hear, listen, people, how they could use such kind of NFT for their benefits. And we could update or not update to find another people with the same thinking. Because when we're talking about the iPhone, we are talking about the iPhone, because with the standard function, about 10% would only use, that's all. Maybe they could use additional photo or an additional camera or additional microphone, nothing new. But if you're talking about NFT, we are always talking when we use additional functionality and NFT about new features, about new opportunities of using NFT, not just the standard NFT of the JPEG with a dog, and they're just a part of such ape, dog, or whatever collection. But we are using the financial instrument, because no one could use, for example, the car 100 years ago as a business instrument to deliver people, like a Uber, as a taxi, as to earn money. They used just for fun 100 years ago. And we are switching NFT fund to the business instrument to use to earn money, to put in the game, into services and collectibles, in marketplaces, to earn more money, to attract more users, to implement in such different Web2 functionality. It's very important from switch from the current simple consumer using to the business instrument to earn money. It will change the attitude of people and the value of this service, of course.
Well, you know, I didn't grasp the core value of the solution until the moment you had explained me very clearly with this clear analogy with wallet, branded leather wallet. And now I'm using this analogy here since today. I would say a Prada leather wallet. Everybody understands what is wallet. Everybody understands what is branded wallet. Everybody understands what is branded Prada wallet, for example. Or I'm not so experienced in this luxury brands, but nonetheless, everybody understands why this branded Prada wallet is valued without money, and why it will be more valued when money, cash, dollars, euros will be put inside there, and this leather branded wallet with money inside. And this is how Envelop works. That's a brilliant analogy, and I'm still using. Thank you for this analogy from my side personally. So how would you explain now, for now, in the beginning of 2023, what value does Envelop bring to Web3, how Envelop protocol works, and what Envelop does?
Okay, to continue the analogy with the wallet, when we use some very really expensive Gucci wallet, Prada wallet, with the value inside, we turn to be just personal belongings to the instrument for the business, because you could put additional value inside, to put additional features, tokens, condition, and deliver this as an instrument, not just a gift, as an instrument, as a reward, as the, for example, payment, as a escrow accounts, as a Gucci container. After you will put additional, it's become the saving account of someone. You can put or withdraw additional digital assets, NFT. You could link this Gucci wallet to the particular person as a reward, as a big reward, belonging to the only one, to the champion of the Australian Open. It will never be sold or hacked and stalled. And you could be additional reputation of the digital to increase the value. Or depending on the behavior as a manager, as a, for example, a judge maker, or just some producer, you will grade this with additional grades, remark, its own edition, and we know that it belongs only for the particular person. It's identity too. So the same story whether you go to the nearby store with a loyalty cards. No need for loyalty cards. Everybody will know to this NFT that it is you, and your no cheating with the special rewards or the campaigns. No more. No more paperwork. No more. No more plastic work. No more. So that's why this Gucci purse became not only very fancy and cost at least as a Gucci purse with what is inside, but it is an instrument because the taxi car costs much more than the for the current use, but for the when you pay for the taxi car, you invest. When you pay for your car, you spend. It's so that's why you are choosing the functionality of this purse or this car depending on your need, but you're using this, adding additional functionality, some requests. It should not be even the Gucci for the taxi, but it should be fast, it should be reliable, it should be safe, and so on and so forth. It should be tradable, and it should be to have some standards inside. And you spending for the first time for the taxi using, you will earn. The same with the financial NFT or NFT 2.0. You earn when you buy.
Well, it's absolutely obvious that NFT have become more smarter than they were at the end of 2020. Until the end of 2020, we had almost known two renowned cases of NFT. First was CryptoKitties in the end of 2017, and the second was digital art in the end of 2020. Having 2 years passed since Envelop has started its work, now we are in 2023. How the realm of real use cases of NFT has developed during this time period from your viewpoint, and what was the most interesting use case of NFT you have seen with Envelop or without Envelop? And I'm trying to ask about NFT potential. How do you see the current stage of NFT use cases situation and how it will be developed in upcoming years? Give us your thoughts on that.
Okay, you're absolutely right that the idea before the NFT, the big tension was to create the own blockchain for the own purpose. Everybody saw the opportunity for the blockchain and created own blockchains. But the idea on NFT very simple. Nobody needs the whole own blockchain, but something unique, something like an NFT, non-fungible part of blockchain. That's all. That's all. It's very simple. No need to create more blockchain. Just to create the NFT, put information that you want to put it in on blockchain, but just in one section, and you have it. But it is static. So you have an ID, you have data related to this ID, what you put it inside, bad or good, something like this. For the collection, yes, it could be design, wearable, admirable, something very rare. But what we did, we add additional functionalities, what to do with this data inside. So you program, you predetermine what condition should be managed, operated with data inside during the time or some condition. That's why the word dynamic or financial or more business NFT. I was also for the business because for some action with this. So it's there are huge number of potential cases appeared on the horizon, and now we are going to them. Sometimes it's the wrong direction, sometimes it's the very right direction. For example, the most exciting case I see in the 1 year from now, it's the coordination between the NFT and the identity of some digital person. It's very important, identity, because we as an Envelop already created soulbound tokens, so the digital contain belong to particular address. Soul bound token belonging to this one or that one. That's all. It's the same as an identity.
From my point of view, Envelop may be considered as the B2B solution for Web3 startups who deal with NFT, who use NFT in their business process, I would say, in their solutions. So, I'd love to ask you, how does typical business process of finding new leads from the target audience of Envelop look like from your side? How do you perform your job, everyday job? May you share the details?
Yes, of course. The target is to find the right people in the right condition. So it's main to not spending time and explaining and searching not the relevant leads. And to find the right people means not only to this is gamify or this is blockchain on the name. So the right people on the right stage of development, it's very important. It should not be people just entering or thinking about entering. They just have some concept. They should be serious. They should have some success to understand why they need Web 3.0 and their services. Because not just because we want to be Web 3, because it's very, easier to attract funds. It's not easier to attract funds if you are a shitty project. Never on any market. But it will not help you to do some job. But it will give you functionality for your primary service. What this is project about. That's why we are searching the project with a serious intention and some previous track records on the blockchain, for example. So as a gamify project, they should deliver something, at least on Web 2. They know what to do, what for example gameplay, and some team of developers behind. It's important to talk about real things, not discussing Web 3, but the implementation, integration, architecture, and so on and so forth, and on the right time. Because now it's very hard to find the project with everybody's thinking about spending. That's why we should convince them to understand, do they really need current spending now? It's very important. Do can afford it? It's to the right time. It's very hard. It's narrow the number of potential buyers, but it's the right buyers. They know what to do. They're spending money, and they will get what they wanted from the very beginning.
Well, so we are in 2023 for now. Processes are going very rapid in our space. In 3 or 6 months, we may have a huge development, like in our industry. It would have taken years. This is good. This requires a lot of focusing. What are your expectations from this year in Web3? What will we inevitably see in the development of our relatively young but rapidly developing industry in this year?
I guess this will be the year of the development. Not development from the scratch of the ideas, but development and delivery. Because the real serious project with idea and support, with their track records, their resources, their knowledge, they have time not only for the promotion of the potential, raising and so on, they should develop what they declare. Not all of them could do this by the different reasons, but the best one will deliver the best solutions. So the year of the releases, the year of the deployment, not just the starting, but the final years. We will see not so many deliveries at the end of the year, what is expected in some tokenomics on the white paper plans, but they will be the real ones. It's because they it's some competition of the delivery.
Well, bear markets has always been a good time for developers, not for hypers who joined the industry just for earn quick money. So that's a good time for developers. And Envelop is one of the best representatives of a team which develops a solution. And this solution is named, I would say, make your NFT smarter. Deliver your NFT with another set of features which were impossible before such a solutions like Envelop developed, like wrapping protocol were available. And now this is call to action time. So make all the statements, all the call to actions for any person who might be fit to the target audience profile. If a founder of a B2B startup which utilizes NFT is watching us right now and he thinks that our NFT may be more smarter for our users, how to enhance the utility of our NFTs with a protocol which you guys have developed in Envelop. So make all call to actions. What should they do? How should they think? And what should they undertake? What steps? How to find you? How to follow you? How to contact you? Get in touch with you for starting, at least for starting a talk about the possibilities of how Envelop could help their NFT to be more smarter for the end users.
We are now in some very competitive world, and you can still maybe could enhance your horse, for example, to make it some faster, to train it, to feed it. But if you want to make some good attempt to open the blue ocean, you should switch from the horse, maybe not to the best car, but to the car, to the new blue ocean. When you can find your best solution, you can find the new opportunities, because for the horse everything is already done. Nothing could be in some change the work with the new horse or the expensive horse or something, but you can do it with the car, with the dynamic NFT, with function of the any applicable for the any digital actions. And you could to take the first places, and again you get the advantage of the first follower of this. It's very important, and you have the handicap for the later followers, but you will have the every time the opportunities to go further and to go further and to go further with your advantages. So don't waste your time sitting and looking and crying on the bear market. Thinking about what technology even now could bring you and apply to us. We will just educate, explain, discuss, listen to your feedback, your opinion on this. Maybe the horse is the best, the transport in the world. Okay, no problem. We will live on parallel worlds. But please do as all MBA people. They are very interested in you and how it could be implemented for your advantages.
Well, you are the brilliant master of clear analogies. I love this analogy with a horse and a car. So guys, if you deal with NFT in your Web3 startup and you will realize that your NFT is just a horse, it moves. You may feed it with some meal and it moves. But if you do understand what is the main difference between a car, which is equipped with a combustion engine, and a horse, of course, these two entities they can run, they can move, but a car moves faster, it has high velocity, and it has much more features which any horse doesn't have. If you do understand this little difference, I'm joking. So Envelop is about cars and NFT space. Your NFT now is a horse and Envelop is a car. You may transform your horse NFT into your car NFT with the help of Envelop, which this is the main solution, the simple analogy what Envelop has been doing for 2 years, the Envelop team has been doing. And Dmitry is the business development manager. I'm the media host, so you may contact all all of us, and start talking about how you may enhance your NFT utility in your Web3 project with Envelop solution. It's quite simple to understand. This has been another episode of the DAO Envelop podcast with Dmitry Demeshko and me, Eugene Crypto MC. Please like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for any NFT utility issue. And by the way, be subscribed to Envelop YouTube channel, because this is the first YouTube channel in Web3 space which is narrowly dedicated to the NFT utility issue. Easy to find the additional information, easy to contact with us. So thank you very much for watching and listening. Stay tuned for next episodes of the DAO Envelop podcast. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Blockchain. B-L-O-C-K chain. Digital money, smart contracts, NFT, IDO, decentralization, transparency. So many opportunities, but so many challenges. Some financial manipulators, by their actions, confuse blockchain solutions and block their development. The idea that the blockchain should bring copyright and royalties protection to the next level is quite old, but the realizations of these ideas are not perfect at all. There is another problem of determining the value of a particular cryptocurrency or NFT. These and other problems need to be solved. Fortunately, the blockchain infrastructure is evolving. My name is E, Mr. E, and I represent the Envelop project. Many things have already been invented in the blockchain today. Tokens, smart contracts, platforms for creating your own coins, NFTs, exchanges for buying, selling, and exchanging all these blockchain resources. Envelop is another step in the development of crypto technologies. The protocol that works with NFT and cryptocurrencies. The idea is simple but disruptive. Let's assume you have an NFT, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Using the Envelop protocol, you can wrap the original NFT accompanied with several tokens. Technically, you get a similar NFT, but what is the breakthrough here? Once wrapped, the token has a number of additional features that were not available before. The minimal cost appears. It is provided with coins wrapped together with NFT. An asset wrapped with Envelop has a number of properties that allow the original author to receive royalties from the resale of that asset. Various rules can be applied to the wrapped token. For example, a lock period for unwrapping. It secures the asset till the determined moment or safeguards it from speculation during the hype period. At the same time, wrapped tokens can be transferred and traded. These are just some of the scenarios for using Envelop. NFTs become more popular, and the tools provided by Envelop expand the opportunities of NFTs utilization. Wide application possibilities are achieved due to the fact that, in addition to the protocol, the project includes a number of subsystems. The protocol provides functions wrapping and unwrapping. Oracle mechanics provides asset valuation using analytical algorithms. Index provides a summary assessment of several NFT assets with the common criteria. The project has its own token, which connects all elements of the system. Altogether, this is Envelop, a tool in the blockchain world for building modern and secure systems in various fields. Find more info about the project on the website. Envelop. Make your NFT valuable. Just practical, no hype.